All right. Can you guys are we back and can everybody hear me okay? Actually on another computer here. Good old Bill Gates. You gotta love that guy. Um, but if you can see and hear me, go ahead and just in the chat box just put in yes, I can see and hear you. And I'm gonna share my screen again here so that we've got this going on. So let me do this. Okay, if you can, we're going to go back to where we were before. If you can see and hear me, just go ahead and let me know. Yes, I can see and hear you, so we'll move ahead here. And I apologize. That was a little bit out of my control there with what's going on. So, all right, let's get back to where we were. And we were sales skills, build rapid trust, time-tested sales laws, the science of BizBuilding. So we'll start right here. I just want to make sure you guys can see and hear that okay, the science of BizBuilding. So go ahead and let me know if you can see and hear, and we'll resume the course. And I apologize for the problems there. We had some issues with. Okay, it should be up and running now. So this just say. Yes, you can see and hear me. Okay, great. All right, so we're going to keep moving ahead here. And again, I apologize, guys. Maybe we should do a campaign against Bill Gates on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know if you ever have those problems with the automatic restarts. There's no way you can turn them off. It's Windows 8, and they just restart the thing, and there it goes. Okay, so let's jump back into the science of biz building here. And so I talked about you get the 7 habits of selling, part 1 through 4. You get the 4-legged stool of success, part 1 through 3. Building your business. How do you use the latest in the neuroscience technology and what I've learned over the last 30 years to really grow your business? Not just sell more, but to use this to grow your business and work with your vendors and work with your employees and really move yourself ahead. So that's very, very important. If you then we have the 4 chemical elixirs. I talked about that. That's the dopamine, the oxytocin, which is the connection one, the serotonin, which is the confidence builder, I can do it, and the norepinephrine, which is the massive desire builder, and the scarcity elixir. Okay, and these I'm going to teach you how this works in the brain. So we went over to talked about Mary's story, and she had a real tough cookie. She used the CrocBrain techniques and really got attention, and everything worked out great. Then there's Renee Gordon, who's the president of Love at Last. Here's what she had to say. Peter's techniques he teaches have increased revenues over 217% in the last 6 months. The strategies he teaches of what to say and do that connects with the centers of the brain are simple and give me a structure and method to build my business every week. So that was Renee's. Basically what she said about that. And again, maybe Nathan, if there's people who are having trouble, maybe they just have them reset their screen or reset. They might, because Pat says she's not hearing or seeing anything. So some other people are. So I just want to make sure that we take care of that. Okay, then there's Jim Conley. He's the CEO of CEOchef.com. Jim has clients like Facebook, Marriott, Hilton, Verizon, Toyota, Toshiba, worldwide, big conglomerate companies, okay? So here's what Jim had to say about the CrocBrain selling system. He said, rarely do I give testimonials, but when I do, it's because what I've learned works. I first heard Peter speaking at a conference where he presented on neuroscience and selling with his CrocBrain selling system. His presentation was dynamic and packed full of information that I started to apply the very next week. And Jim has used this very, very successfully in his CEOchef.com. He does uses team building with corporations through food, which is kind of cool. It's a neat little course, okay? Now, guys, here's the thing. You have to think about this. If all this training did was allow you to increase your sales, really, what would that be worth to you? What would doubling your income do to your life? Would it be able to buy a better house, send your kids to college, travel, save for your retirement, whatever it is that's your core desire? Think about that. If you had a way to masterfully sell and communicate with people, this can help you in your relationships. It can help you with your kids, talking to your kids. Basically, because we all have the same human brain, these skills apply across the whole gambit, okay? Like I think Steve was asking about dating, but I'm really talking about selling here tonight, and that really is what this training is all about, okay? You got to ask yourself, really think about this. What is one new client worth to you in a per month basis? per week, per day, or per hour, depending on what you're doing, whether you're doing online or you're doing in person. Think about it. What is one new client worth to you in your business? And if you could do that on a repeated basis, what would that be worth to you? All right, now, guys, you can see why businesses give me 30 to 50% of equity in their company to help them using the CrocBrain selling system. I come in and I help them, like in the incubator that I have that I told you about. We partner together and I help them grow their businesses using a lot of these techniques. Or why corporate clients pay me $10,000 in fees to turn around their sales staff. I have been talking with several very large companies because they understand we are not talking about market share anymore. We're talking about inner mind share. And if you are a solo entrepreneur or a small business owner, it is just as important to you as it is to Facebook, McDonald's, Starbucks, Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, all the big giants, to know how to do this just as a large corporation does, okay? So here's the thing, guys. You've probably seen this all before, and I'm going to show you this on the screen, right? This is something that they do, these value buildups. If you've ever been on internet training, you've seen this, right? They list all this stuff and they give this overinflated value of what this system is all about. You know, here's the thing. I'm here to tell you what this artificial buildup of value does is raise your CrocBrain sales filter. Because going back, look, if I went through these and said, well, the complete brain science system has a 997 value and on and on and on, you're going to go, well, wait a second. How did he come up with those numbers? All the while, that's raising the sales filter in the CrocBrain. This is why I'm here to tell you what you have been seeing by these other internet marketers that they're doing does not work. It's all wrong because it's activating the CrocBrain sales filter. We go at it, Nathan and I, from a little different approach. We look at this as an online learning course, okay? No different than if you did online learning with DeVry University, University of Phoenix, Kaplan, Argosy, ITT, or Governor's University. You've probably seen these on TV, right? Now, here's the thing. The CrocBrain selling system is like a 3-credit college course because there's 72 videos in there, and there's a lot packed in. And you do a little a day. So you do 15 minutes a day over a period of time. Now, if you were to take this course online from one of those colleges, from an online university, the average cost for 3 credits of that college course is $3,780, okay? Now, and the thing I've got to tell you, just to be really honest, there wouldn't be if you did that from DeVry or University of Phoenix, is the ability to apply it today. You can go out and go into the CrocBrain selling system tonight. Tomorrow morning you can be applying that. You wouldn't get the cutting edge in a sales system. I'm sorry, but I don't care whether you are at a university, a state school, or an online private college. They are not teaching cutting-edge neuroscience techniques. They may have research centers, like I told you with Princeton, University of Washington, but you are not getting that in business or marketing or any kind of classes that you're taking. They're teaching from a textbook that's probably 10 or 20 years old that's out of date, okay? So we are giving you the actual cutting-edge things you can use in sales that are proven, that work, and you can apply it today. And college courses don't give you any guarantees, okay? I know a lot of college students that come out of college with over $150,000 in debt, and there's no guarantee they're ever going to get a job, okay? This is giving you guarantees. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on this. I'll share that with you. If you don't think it works for you, you just go ahead and let me know for whatever reason, and I'll return your money. No questions asked, okay? Now, here's the thing. You can see why it's a good deal at $19.97 for this when compared to a 3-credit college course at $3,780, okay? But I want you to really see the value here without playing games. We're not going to go through this value buildup like these other internet marketers do and all that nonsense that they go through. So I'm going to throw in some bonuses. In addition to the 3-credit college course, the CrocBrain selling system. Bonus number 1, you're going to get the top 7 pages you need to build your business online. It's an audio course. It is everything from the squeeze page all the way through. I'm here to tell you websites are dead, they're archaic, they're dinosauric, they're out of date. What you need is a 7-page sales funnel system if you are doing things online to bring in prospects to your business. We'll teach you how to do that. That's a bonus that you get for becoming a member in the CrocBrain selling system. Bonus number 2, you get the sell effect. I wrote a book. It's 5 simple ways. If you want to really hone in on using Brain Science 101 and all the mental triggers and all of the chemical elixirs to get towards sales conversions, this particular bonus will help you do that. It's called the sell effect. Bonus number 3, like I said, you're going to get the 4 chemical elixirs that aid in selling. This thing is really, really powerful. I'll tell you a story. I'm using this. Just an auctioneer up in the Pacific Northwest started using this. He has actually doubled his business, and he makes over $500,000 a year. So again, guys, when you know how to dump these elixirs and know what to say and the right sequence of doing it, that discovery or process of buying becomes like a grease pig going down a hill. Okay, it just goes that fast. All right. And then bonus number 4, guys, this is the biggie. If you are one of the first 10 people who buy today, who invest, you're going to see the price here in a second. I think you're going to be shocked at really how low it is. But you're going to get a 30-minute consultation with me. That's an $1,000 value when I compare it to what I charge when I work for other people using this CrocBrain selling system. But remember, it's only available to the first 10 people to buy. So get ready for the link here. But I'm going to tell you, I'm so confident in the CrocBrain selling system, like I said. It has a 30-day satisfaction money-back guarantee. And I'm not going to do any of that false buildup of value like what you see everywhere on the internet these days, because it doesn't work. Okay, what you can do is get started now. It's not $19.97. It's not $9.87. It's $497 for the next 72 hours, or you can get it for 3 payments of $199. And all you have to do is you enter that link, order.crocbrainselling.com. So go ahead and write that down. What you'll do is, whether you're in Chrome or Mozilla or Internet Explorer or even Safari, just type that order.crocbrainselling.com into your URL in the browser, and the order form will come up. You can either pick the one-time payment of $497 for the next 72 hours, because then it goes up to $997, or you can do the 3 payments of $199. If you do the $497, you're saving yourself $100. We just do a no-nonsense deal here. We don't do any of that game building up with values. I give you some really good bonuses. You get the course, the 72 3-credit college, like a college credit course, for $497. That if you were to do that, and even if they did offer it at a place like University of Phoenix, would cost you $3,780. You're getting a really good value here, and really you are getting cutting-edge neuroscience technology. And by the way, this membership site is lifetime unlimited. You can go in as many times you want, as many years as you want, and because I'm working with the leading neuroscientists in the world and the leading neuroscience research companies, when we discover new things about the brain, and we do every single year, I update the material. I add bonuses like the 4 chemical elixirs. When we get into some of the aspects of the dating and things like that, as we learn new things, we now are able, basically, we know scientifically, we've measured. Nick Matthews, who's one of the leading neuroscientists in the world, has actually done scientific proof for measuring brain communication between amygdala to amygdala, where you do not have to talk. Okay, so we are going to be sharing with you going forward some absolutely blow the doors off techniques that you guys can use that will be part of the CrocBrain selling system, but only if you're a member. Okay, so again, put in order.crocbrainselling.com, and it's either $497 now one time, save yourself $100, or 3 payments of $199. You pay $199 today, $199 30 days from now, $199 60 days from now. It's an extra $100, but I know sometimes you're a little tight on the budget, so if you want to do that, you can. But just remember, as compared to an online course, a 3-credit college course, which this has all the same amount of information with the 72 videos, it's a bargain deal, because if you go look, and you can do the research yourself, the average cost of a 3-credit course, college course online, is about $3,780. Okay, so with that, I'll leave this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some Q&A, just answer some questions. So if you have any questions, maybe Nathan's answered all of them for you. He also put the link in there, order.crocbrainselling.com. But go ahead, type in any questions you have, and we'll answer those right now for the next few minutes. If there's something else you want to know, or something you want to know about, what's inside the CrocBrain selling system, I tried to give you a really good overview so you could see with the screenshots all the videos. It's basically just like a college course, because it's whiteboard training. You saw me in there teaching. I go through every aspect, and sometimes people ask me, well, how do I, 72 videos, that's a lot of material. How do I consume this? How do I do it? I just tell people, look, get up 15 minutes earlier every day and watch one video. Or if you're a night person, after the kids are in bed, your husband or wife is in bed, just spend 15 minutes before you go to bed to watch one of the videos. Just take it a day at a time. So over the next 2 or 3 months, you've gone through all the 72 videos. But what I want to share with you is you're going to go out and use those. You can try them out in your selling environment, in the toughest environment. You can try them out talking to your significant other or your husband or wife. You can try them out on your kids. You can prove it to yourself. And once you get some confidence going, and you're going to see it won't take long because you're going to have all of that laid out for you in the CrocBrain selling system, that you'll be able to use this in your sales very, very naturally. And it will be very, very easy to do. So any questions here, go ahead and type them in the chat box, and I will do my best, or Nathan will do his best to answer those. We'll just do them live here before we take off. It's 6:14 here, 9:14 on the East Coast, and wherever you're at, I know there's some different people around the world here, so you're at different time zones. But go ahead and type in any questions that you have. We'll let it go for a couple more minutes there, but just like Nathan put in there, it's the order.crocbrainselling.com. I want to go back up and I want to share with you one of the things I think is really cool. Let me talk about this, the 4 chemical elixirs that aid in selling. You got the order form at order.crocbrainselling.com. I did this because I did some more research and we tried this out. Inside the limbic system, I talked about activating the buying brain, right? And in there, when you do that, based on what you say or what you write, you can do copywriting too because it works with email marketing or copywriting or whatever you have on your website. But basically, when you do that, you are triggering in what's called the hippocampus, you are triggering an associative memory. It pulls up all these memories. It's like a big old data bank. But it has each memory, the neurotransmitters have attached each memory from the time you're old enough to remember things as a child with emotion. And that emotion is either good or bad. Okay? Now, if it's really bad, you guys have heard the old saying, right? You run from pain, you move towards pleasure. We know scientifically from neuroscience that basically in pain, the brain is dumping a neurotransmitter or chemical elixir called glutamate. And glutamate actually kills brain cells in your brain. They've already measured that. That's why if you have too much negativity, too much pain, too much glutamate dump, you're headed for a health disaster, okay? So, but I'm talking more about how do you aid in the discovery process of buying. So we give you different mental triggers. I'll give you an example. For dopamine, for the feel-good elixir, right? This is where, have you ever worked out where you had that kind of glowing feel, or you watched a happy movie, or you went to watch a comedian and you laughed your head off? You just felt great. That's a dopamine release in the brain. Now we can do this too in selling by using certain mental triggers, and we use typically anticipation and hope. Okay, that really triggers, and there's a certain way to say things that build up anticipation or build up hope, which dumps the dopamine in the brain. So it pulls up, the hippocampus will pull up memories that are related to something that is a feel-good with that emotional charge. That activates the hypothalamus in the brain. The hypothalamus is what dumps these elixirs. Now, where it gets really cool and powerful is this. That chemical elixir, like dopamine, travels across this bundle of nerves called the medial frontal bundle to the nucleus accumbens. And I explain all this in Brain Science 101. But why is that important? The accumbens is the addictive center in the brain. And here's what we know in neuroscience. The brain will want to recreate the experience that gave it that dopamine dump in the first place. This is how you connect your product, service, or opportunity, by what you say or do, to that dopamine dump, and that is how you move them along in the buying process. Because it's an addictive center in the brain, overactive accumbens are drug addicts, alcoholics, sex addicts, people like that. We're not dealing with that extreme. We're dealing with greasing the skids towards that chemical elixir dump. So again, that's an example of, and I go through this in detail in the 4 chemical elixirs that aid in selling. That's why it has a higher value, because it is very, very powerful. Okay, so guys, I hope you're getting really what this can do for you and how powerful it really is. It's really a lifelong It's a lifelong study to really become a master in selling, a master in business growth and development, and this will help you. And the neuroscience technologies, we have a ton of stuff in there with the 72 videos. We are going to be updating as we go. We've got a lot of great information in there that you can use. So again, if there's any other questions, I'll wait one more minute. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up. I really want to tell you guys thank you very much for coming on tonight and learning. I hope you join us. You've got the next 72 hours. Write down that order.crocbrainselling.com. And Nick just ordered. Great, Nick. It's good to you did. We had a few other orders before you, but I saw you wrote it in. But Nick just ordered. Good job, Nick. And you did make it in the first 10, so you get the 30-minute consultation with me. There were some other orders that came through, but you are one of the 10. Nathan keeps track of all that stuff for me, and he lets me know. But for you guys, remember, that's the big thing here is, like what Nick just did, is if you are one of the first 10, and I don't have a update from Nathan yet, but that you will get a 30-minute consultation with me about not only your selling, all the sticking points like what Nick did, so congratulations, Nick, great job, but I'm going to talk with you about your business, okay? Guys, here's the thing. I've grown 4 different businesses from $1 million to $8 million in small business. So there's Nathan says there's 2 spots left, so be one of the last 2. If you want that 30-minute consultation with me, guys, you should jump in now. But I'll tell you, there is a big difference between running a $100,000 business and a $500,000 business and a $1.5 million and a $5 million and an $8 million. Okay, I can help you no matter where you're at. Nick is one of the ones that did say here that he did order. There were some other orders. Obviously, those people didn't put it into the chat, and that's okay. But here's the thing: you will really, it's going to be a lot of fun. We get right down to business. You're going to prepare. You're going to tell me what it is that you're having trouble with. We'll talk through it, whether it's what to say, what to do, any kind of sales or business development. Remember, guys, I have a very large business incubator, plus I'm on national television on Fox Business, CNN, MSNBC, where I talk about all this stuff, but I also talk about my incubator and how we help companies grow to 6 and 7 figures a year using the different systems that I have. So the CrocBrain selling platform is part of that marketing factory that we have. We also do a product factory, we do a launch factory, we do a biz building factory. But so, Nick and others that joined in, you'll have access to all of my brain power to help you out there. So, guys, again, let me go back one more time, and I just wanted to get that. It's the order.crocbrainselling.com. Get your orders in. Nate said there's last 2 spots left for the consultation, the first 10 with me. You have 72 hours. So you have, today is today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is when it dumps off, where it goes up to $9.97, then it's gone. We don't do replays. This is all live. So now's the time to ask your questions. Now's the time to order. If you want to think about it, that's fine. Here's the thing, though, guys. While you're thinking about it, while you're taking a shower tomorrow morning, think about all of the struggles that you've had, all the rejection that you had, and what a system like this would do for you. How you could have more peace of mind, how you could bring in more money, how you could take out your husband and wife more to dinner, to travel, to get, maybe get that new car you're looking for, or maybe save more for your kids for college. While you're in the shower, I want you to think about that, because it really is going to help you understand how powerful this system is and what it can do for you. This is an absolute life changer. And if anybody's on here that's listening that has used some of these skills, go ahead and share. I know, Kay, how you've used some of them and things like that. So, again, if you want to share, that's great. We're going to basically shut it down here. Now, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight, and I had a lot of fun explaining everything about how to activate the buying brain using the CrocBrain selling system. Nathan, thank you very much for helping out tonight. With that, guys, have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you on the inside of the CrocBrain selling system. All right. Well, yeah. Nate says thanks for staying despite our tech difficulties. Yeah. Well, I will have a little talk with Microsoft about that. I wish I knew Bill Gates, but hey. All right, with that, guys, thanks a lot. We'll talk again soon inside the CrocBrain selling system. All right, bye-bye.